certain point in the season, this offense was incrementally building and on an upward trajectory. What do you think has been, what's sort of your explanation as to how things have started to go the opposite way in recent years?
I think we just hit a little adversity, which I think is expected every year with any team, and it's just our job to find a way to respond to that adversity and to get back on track.
Davis, do you still think that there's a chance to kind of right yourselves and get back into the playoff contention?
I think anything can happen. I think it's just our job to take it 1 week at a time and to finish these last few games off the right way, the way we can, the way we need to, and see what happens after that.
How do you personally and with the team kind of regroup this week and change your mindset going to this?
I think we just, come together, look at the mistakes we made, find a way to fix those mistakes and to get our eyes ahead to Louisville and, get the best game plan we can to beat those guys. We know who we are. This program's built on, tough times, and, I have no doubt that we'll be just fine and we'll come back strong.
I think Jordan said that he was even surprised by it. It didn't even feel real. Just how you guys didn't execute and played. Were you really surprised?
Yeah, it was disappointing. That's not our standard. That's not the expectation, and obviously we didn't play to what we're capable of, and that part's disappointing for sure.
Davis, does this team offense still have confidence in DJ's leadership?
Absolutely. We have confidence in every single player in that room. No question, no doubt.
What gives you that?
Just what we see every day. Everyone sees, I guess the outside world sees Saturdays, but we see Monday through Friday, and we've been seeing that for, I don't know how many days, how long we've been going this year, and not even including the off season. And, I have confidence in DJ and Cade and Jordan and everybody. It's not a question.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably have heard fans are destroying themselves on social media. They're overreacting. So is it easier though for you guys because you're here to put that in the rearview mirror and go, it was simply a lack of execution, and just come back to work?
Yeah. I don't think we have an option. That's just part of the deal. Is can't listen to the outside noise. At the end of the day, we got to show up and go to work today. Doesn't matter what they're saying, whether it was good or bad. And so I think today will be a big day of just regrouping, refocusing, and getting our minds and our eyes set on Louisville.
You haven't had a lot of plane rides home after losses in your career. What was that one like? And were guys already watching film, or was it more, going to take a nap, decompress a little bit?
It was disappointing. Even after a win, most guys don't watch film. It's just, resting, whatever. Coaches watch film on the plane, but, just, the vibe on the plane was, what you would expect, just, disappointing, and, but, yeah.
Davis, can you guys take anything from the fact that, 2 years ago you lose at Notre Dame, you come back and win the ACC. Last year you start 4-3, you close out with 6 wins. You say the program's built on adversity. Is that what you're talking about? Can you draw on those paths?
Yeah, absolutely. We know how to respond. I think you just, like you said, you look at the past and see how we responded then, and this team is very capable of responding the same way, and I'm very confident we will. And everybody knows the standard that has been set here and that is expected of us, and we all know that we didn't play to that standard, and we know what we got to do to get back on track, and I'm very confident that we'll respond the right way.
You spent a lot of time already looking at Louisville's defense and what they've done this year?
Yeah, a little bit. With it being fall break,
Yeah.
got to get in here a little bit earlier this morning. But not hitting the panic panic button, and just going to change our routine completely. We're going to keep the same routine, But yeah, I've already started a little bit.
And what do you see out of that?
Good team. Obviously, I don't watch the offense, but from a defensive standpoint, they play hard. They're aggressive. They like to impose their will on their opponent. They move around a lot, and so it's going to be a good challenge. But we'll be ready for it.
Anybody for Davis on Zoom?
Hey Davis, this is Anna Adams with Clemson 24/7. How would you describe, or I guess compare, the leadership of this year's team maybe to some of the past? KJ Henry kind of insinuated last week that maybe there wasn't quite as much vocal leadership on this year's team.
I'd say offensively, we probably have a handful of leaders that, we definitely have our guys that lead by example, more so than vocally, but we also definitely have our guys who are more vocal. The leadership on the offense has been really good this year, and I think as a team it's been good too. I think we got a lot of vets that have had a lot of experience and know how to handle each week, and a lot of guys on this year's team was on last year's team when we were 4-3, so a lot of guys know this feeling, and they also know how to respond.
Anybody else for Davis?
Davis, what is the identity of this offense, would you say?
I'd say we're fast, physical, play together as a unit. I'd say just kind of, this might be off a little track a little bit, but just one thing that sticks out to me about this offense is just the love that we have for each other, especially the offensive group. I mean, we are extremely close, closer than what I've noticed in the past. But we're fast, we're physical, we're smart, and confident, I'd say, is the identity.
Davis, have you spent any time even thinking a bit about, hey, we clinched the ACC Atlantic and we are going to play for an ACC title?
Yeah, I thought a little bit over the weekend, and that's great, and that's one of our goals, and then to get that opportunity to accomplish that goal is great. But at the same time, and this is the biggest game of the year this week, we got to put all of our focus to Louisville because they're a really good team, and so I'll probably think about that a little bit more later on down the road.
Question I don't guess I've ever asked a player: uniforms. Will this be an orange pants game? Have you guys asked Coach Sweeney about that? Purple top, orange pants?
I'm not sure. Since we clinched it, I don't know if that changes anything or not. I'm not exactly sure. But if it is, that's great. I love wearing the orange britches.